Well, okay, so I do have a lot to say about my personal thoughts, my personal feelings towards the Acolytes. Hi, my name is Chaz. Welcome to Aw Come On Entertainment. Now, in today's video, I just want to push back the boundaries of the introspect of people's understanding when it comes to the Acolytes, when it comes to Star Wars in general as a property. Now, I, for one, finished watching the entire series, even though I did, in the previous video, I did mention that I watched it through the reviews, and I felt to myself, okay, you know what? Let me not be that person to just watch the reviews, right? Let me just actually sit down and watch the show. Because as I mentioned in the previous video, I only watched 2 episodes, and on the third episode, I only watched 5 minutes of it. So to me, it was just, I just couldn't go on forward at that point when episode 3 came out. But after finally sitting down and watching the entire thing, because I figured I'd give it a thorough review for you guys, not just go through other people's reviews and be like, yes, nitpick on what they're talking about. Because I will be completely honest with you. Reaper, even Star Wars Theory, Starkey J, everyone has a valid point. And including the fact that we all are Star Wars fans, right? We've been there. We've done that. We've cried into the moments of being so joyful that episode 7 was coming out. And then episode 7 dropped. And then everything else afterwards dropped. And it's just like, oh, what are you doing to my heart right now? And before I steer too far away from the Acolytes, my point is this. I wanted to give you guys a genuine opinion, my thoughts, and why I feel this is not a valid Star Wars property to me. Even though everything from now is canon because it's Disney Star Wars, I am more of the George Lucas fan, not the Disney fan of everything else. I've recently come across a lot of videos of, a lot of hate, a lot of negative comments, and of course there were the videos of people actually praising it, and, but we're not here to talk about the people that praise it, because some of the people that praise it, they claim they do not work or not paid or endorsed by Disney, and we found out that was not accurate. So their opinions are just not valid. They're pretty much null. What I like to do is I like to look at things in the perspective of the show in itself. Let me just end this real quick, okay? Now, they decided to canonize the beautiful red lightsaber turning evil means your lightsaber is going to turn automatically red now, right? They canonized it by her touching on the crystal. Okay, cool. A lot of people were like, well, then why didn't Anakin's turn evil? Because he didn't touch the crystal. Okay? They found a work around it. Kudos to you, because you fucked up and you had to find a way to flip it around. It's understandable. Now, I am a true Star Wars fan through thick and through stick and stone. Okay, I love Star Wars for what it is and what it was. George Lucas had a vision, and a lot of people didn't like the prequel trilogy, but I sat down and watched it in theaters, waited on those long lines, and I enjoyed myself. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I enjoy it more now, completely more now, than I did before, obviously. But yes, I had fun with the prequel trilogy. So yes, I'm not trying to make this video too long. All I want to give you guys is just my analysis, my thoughts on the Acolytes. What makes Acolytes bad for me? The fact that you have actors that are significantly good at what they do, right? I'm not gonna sit here and bash the actors. I'm not gonna sit here and bash, I might just sit there and bash the writers. But that's just for another topic. But yes, acting. The acting was minimum. It was okay. Wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst. The flow of the show, like we had two main episodes filled with flashbacks, right? Flashbacks that could have probably not have been there in the first place, but they were there. Key significant points, I guess some might say it is, but you have a Wookiee that is a Jedi. A fantastic approach into utilizing it, and you fucked that up. Okay, characters in this could have been so much more than just Osha and May. Osha and May feels like it's the start of everything else. Mind you, this takes place like 87 years before the prequel trilogy. It's just the canon, they fucked up and they needed to find a way to fix the canon. And that's just, you know, I feel like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that. Okay? That. When it comes to the story, okay? When it comes to the story, I don't see the vision. I don't see where they were trying to take it. I've not read, I've seen so many interviews with the director and the actress playing Osha, and I have to admit, I'm not surprised now at why the show came out the way it did. And honestly speaking, when it comes to having a momentum where you're going to have a show that's based in the Star Wars universe, that takes place before Anakin, before Darth Vader, before Luke, before the legends that we know of. And then you're going to go and add Darth Plagueis to the mix, okay? You're going to add Plagueis to the mix, right? You're going to add Plagueis to the mix. You got to know what direction you're going. And by the judge of character that I've seen from this director, she does not know Star Wars. Okay? Some of the actors, I mean, my boy claiming that Anakin blew up the Death Star. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Woo! We're not gonna go there. But yes, my thoughts on this is as follows. You put in mid characters to shitty. Complete bad writing. Acting was subpar. Settings, you had an effective setting. Okay, you've had places that I wanted to see before the fall of the Jedis. You know, before anything, you had it. You fucking blew it. All right. Now, the fifth major thing, you fucked up the canon that George Lucas worked so hard for. Okay, you managed, congratulations, to mess up someone's dream. Okay, now I wouldn't have a problem if it was forward from Star Wars, you know, like anything after episode 6, like obviously episode 7, 8, and 9 already screwed up a lot of shit, and then afterwards they could have fixed it, you know, but going back is very risky. I feel like this is why I personally do not like prequels. Going back messes up a lot of continuity that the actual creator or the first director of everything created. And for that to be in the mix of shitty writing and bad acting, it messes up the IP even more. Okay? Now, like I said, not shitting on people that like it. You like it, by all means, that's cool. You hate it, by all means, I understand. That's cool too. I'm not here to criticize people that like it or hate it. I'm here just to simply give my opinion, and that's about it. But yeah, I feel like it could have been so much more. Just stop going back. Okay? Boba Fett, we don't need it. Mandalorian, we don't need it. Ahsoka, we don't need it. Andor, cool. Han Solo film, we didn't need it. Go forward. All right, go forward. You already fucked up the past. All right, go forward. Stop touching the past. And just, like I said, move forward. Just like I need to go with this conversation, just to move forward from it. I'm going to erase the Acolytes Now, like I said, this is not a thorough breakdown of each episode. This was just my opinion on what I feel about everything after seeing it for myself. And my verdict still stands. I do not like it. Like I said, for those of you that like it, cool. No hate, no crime, no shame. I personally don't like it. And, just it's my opinion. That's all. Just feel like the acting, the writing, they had phenomenal actors and still managed to jeopardize the film, or should I say the series. So, yeah. What are your thoughts? I would like to hear that in the comments down below. Did you watch The Acolytes fully, or did you watch it through reviews like I first did? But like I said, now that I finished finally watching the whole entire thing, I thoroughly, genuinely still do not like it. And that's, like I said, that's my opinion. I don't want to go into more crazy stuff, because if I go in deeper, people are probably going to be, oh, well, you didn't like it because you're this or you're that. No, story is bad. Acting is bad. Writing, completely out the window. So my thought on The Acolytes and its premises and where it's going, sure, bring on a season 2. Let's bring it. I would love to see what other decanonizations are they going to bring for season 2 after sticking Yoda at the end of that series and making the Jedi into... Nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to hear my thoughts completely, let me know in the comments down below too, because I've got a lot to say, but I'm not going to say it in this video. I'll say it in the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I am out. Itching to go, baby. Let's go.
Oh, come on. Entertainment.